Prom night of my senior year, I got pregnant. When I got pregnant, my boyfriend was excited about having a baby. I think what excited him was the fact that that kept me with him, that tied me to him. He was also into drugs. He not only did methamphetamines, but he also made methamphetamines.
During my divorce, I was very depressed. I felt like I had failed. I had failed my marriage, my daughter, my family, because it was through sickness and in health from where I came from.
He wanted to stay married. I did not. We did not have the same goals, the same dreams. He had no ambition whatsoever. He would not work. I went to school full-time, I worked part-time, tried to take care of Katie, and it just became overwhelming.
I didn't know where to go, where to turn to. I really kept a lot of stuff inside. It was just, I felt like I was just me, alone, and it was just me in this big place, and I had to crawl my way out of it.
Sonia Irvin and Jennifer Hefner found themselves in a quandary. With children to take care of, their ex-husbands helped very little, if at all, financially, and neither of them earned enough money to make ends meet on their own. Both women knew it would take more than just a day job to pay the bills.
I knew that I needed to make a change. I knew that the surgical tech job I had, I loved it. I went to school to do that. I enjoyed it, but it didn't pay me enough to provide ends meet. I knew that I had to go back to school. How? I didn't know, because I was going to have to find preparations for her as well as financial means to get there. I didn't know where to start.
Having to explain to your child why the lights don't come on or why the telephone doesn't work is huge. It is the worst feeling as a parent. You peek out your blinds to see if your car is still sitting in your driveway or if it's been repossessed. I knew the only way that I was going to get a job that paid more than minimum wage was to get a college education. It probably took about 5 years before I gained any confidence in myself to really just convince myself that I was capable.
In fact, many single parents feel the same way. And in a state that has one of the lowest literacy rates in the country, many people who come from the rural areas of Arkansas believe that higher education isn't an option for them, that it's so far out of reach. This is a mindset that has plagued the state for decades. But the late Governor Winthrop Rockefeller saw in Arkansas what many Arkansans couldn't see for themselves: a great potential for economic development and the opportunity to achieve racial and social equity. While alive, Governor Rockefeller dedicated his time and money to this vision, and today the Winthrop Rockefeller Foundation is continuing the legacy of the late governor by supporting programs like the Arkansas Single Parent Scholarship Fund.
When we did the research, we found that citizens in Arkansas were most concerned about poverty and poor education outcomes. And we wanted to make sure that our grant making was relevant to addressing poverty and poor education outcomes. Thus, we as a team developed the Moving a Needle strategic focus. The Single Parent Scholarship Fund, for example, is also a Moving the Needle grantee. And just by providing scholarships to these single parents, it enables them to get their education. And studies and research shows that once you have a college education, a few things happen. You lift yourself out of poverty, and those who have, or parents who have a college degree, also have children who have college degrees, or encourage children to get their college degrees. So thus, just by providing a scholarship, we may be impacting a family generationally.
Sonia and Jennifer are scholarship recipients and have shifted their lives out of poverty and into prosperity.
It just gave me the confidence. It just built me up and made me feel like I could do this. I could do anything. And for my daughter's sake, it was just pride. I mean, there's really no other way to explain it. I do have a Juris Doctorate degree. I'm waiting to be able to pass the Arkansas bar. And at this particular time, I'm self-employed and I work for area attorneys doing things such as legal research or drafting pleadings. I work in several different offices in the community.
Receiving the scholarship really was a drastic change for me. I'm a registered nurse now, and my salary increased significantly. By making more money, I'm able to provide a better life for her. I'm able to actually be able to get her the clothes and the things she needs. She's actually able to participate in the extracurricular activities that she wants, that she loves. I'm actually able to pay my car note and my mortgage and not stress out. It's been a blessing to me.
The findings from some preliminary data or reporting that the Single Parent Scholarship Fund has done has found that 88% of the single parents that have graduated go on to be employed full-time. The data has also shown that the median income of the Single Parent Scholarship Fund graduates is about 14% above the income of other female college graduates here in the state of Arkansas. 98% are earning above the poverty level, 53% have become homeowners, and even more so, 48% have earned or in the process of earning an advanced postgraduate degree.
The Arkansas Single Parent Scholarship Fund takes the mission one step further by offering mentorship programs and referrals to community resources. This helps lift the burden and boost confidence for these single parents who are working so hard to get ahead.
They provided summer camp programs that were free. They provided different referrals. I was able to enroll in our kids and actually be able to get my daughter insurance during that entire time that I was in school and not have to pay for anything. My success, I owe them still to this day a lot. It's just their continued support and the mentors that they provided. It actually just coached me through.
Being the recipient of a single parent scholarship has made me a very independent, successful person. I have grown on the inside a lot. I have learned that I am worth something. I am intelligent. I am capable of standing on my own and caring for my daughter. Not only that, but it also has made me turn around and give back to the community. I'm very involved in nonprofit organizations and helping in our community because I do believe that you should pay it forward.
The Single Parent Scholarship Fund is actually near and dear to me personally because my mother got her AA degree as a single parent and she struggled a lot. We were on welfare at the time, and other than the assistance of that scholarship, she would not have been able to go to school at all because there were no resources that we had for her to go to school. She eventually went on to have a successful career at the Maryland state government and even received a citation from the governor for her 22 years of service with the state of Maryland. We would do our homework at the table, the kitchen table, the three of us together, and I would help her study. And so it was through her getting her degree that I actually learned how to study and pursue my degrees and eventually my PhD. So for me, I owe my education to her getting hers.
To find out more about making a difference and moving the needle in Arkansas, visit wrfoundation.org.